What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure you like this video and share it. I want to talk about former NBA player Tyson Chandler. His wife is now divorcing him after 16 years of marriage. Now, we know that these things have become a common trend when you see celebrities divorcing. I know you're going to say there's nothing new about this. Why are you speaking about it? What's very interesting is that this adds to athletes getting divorced right after they retire. These marriages seemingly are strong, and then a year after they've retired and they no longer are in the NBA or the NFL and they're not making that type of money anymore, now the wife is ready to go. And what makes this story more interesting is that last year Tyson Chandler got himself in a bit of a situation. Okay? Tyson Chandler was actually the main culprit, and this according to the Sports Rush. And this I'm gonna get to this TMZ article. I want to get you into the gist of why I'm speaking on this video on this particular topic. Tyson Chandler was actually a part of a situation where his teammate Daniel House got suspended because he snuck a woman into the room. And the thing is that there was a female that had come forward and said that Tyson Chandler was the one that was sneaking women in. But you see, Tyson Chandler didn't get punished, but Daniel House got punished and embarrassed. And he has a whole woman at home and whole family while he was in the bubble. Tyson Chandler did not get punished for that. And we're going to get into this particular article from Sports Rush, but I want to get into the divorce that his wife is now set in motion. Ex-NBA star Tyson Chandler and his wife Kimberly Chandler are going their separate ways. TMZ Sports has learned Kimberly filed for divorce this week. Kimberly, according to court documents, cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split. The two have been married for 16 years and separated in August. So they just recently separated and she's already filed for divorce. So it wasn't like it was a situation where they've been separated for months. I mean, this seemed like a recent thing. Like they just broke up in August, even though she's been posting a lot of pictures of him on her social media. He must have slipped up, or, maybe this was something she's been planning and now this is, what she's decided to do. Kimberly often posts pictures of her and the former basketball player on social media during their relationship, recently showing off a photo of the two from their trip to Coachella in 2016. And that's them together at Coachella. It was a vibe, Kimberly said in the caption with the photo, "My lover and me." The couple has 3 children, a 15-year-old daughter, a 12-year-old son, and an 11-year-old daughter from their time together. In the docs, Kimberly stated that she was seeking spousal support. Of course, they got to seek spousal support. That's the one thing. Need that spousal support, as well as joint custody of the kids. 38-year-old Tyson was drafted number 2 overall by the Clippers in 2001 and made one NBA All-Star team. He hasn't played in the association since wrapping up his 2019-2020 season with the Rockets. And that was his last year, was that situation I spoke about with Daniel House, who got punished when they both were sneaking women in. And you would think a guy that's been a veteran would be able to, and again, I could be wrong, maybe y'all correct me, but did he say anything on it? Did he defend Daniel House? Maybe that was the reason why he pretty much, it was it for him after that. But let's get into this article from the Sports Rush so we get a better gist of the whole conversation. While Daniel House has been suspended for Game 4 between Rockets and Lakers, Tyson Chandler still hasn't seen stern action despite being the main culprit. So he got Daniel House suspended for sneaking women in. Daniel House has been in the news for all the wrong reasons in the past 24 hours, and it seems the saga is even messier than earlier imagined. While earlier there were only murmurs around the fact that House had snuck a woman into his room, earlier today it was confirmed by Woj and Shams that a breach had occurred. Since then, House has been suspended from the Lakers, the game versus the Lakers. However, new evidence following investigation by the NBA has revealed that Tyson Chandler is probably the main culprit. According to the report released by The Athletic, the unidentified woman has accepted that she met Tyson Chandler and one more Rockets player. While she didn't rat out Daniel House, the NBA has received information from the hotel about House being involved too. But House was the only one that got Daniel House was the only one that got punished. He was actually playing very well for them. According to Shams, a female entered the Rockets team hotel on Monday night, exiting the hotel early Tuesday morning, and the league cited early data points that implicated Daniel House and Tyson Chandler. And this tweet is still up, by the way. The only real circumstantial evidence that the NBA had against House at the moment is regarding the timeline of the woman's entry into the hotel and the opening and closing of House's room. Those sources said there appears to be no evidence connecting House and the female, only the flagging of her entering and leaving the hotel, and the possibility of a door opening and closing to match those timelines. The NBA has informed involved parties that it has circumstantial evidence implicating House, The Athletic reported. Why has Tyson Chandler not been punished? The report from The Athletic clearly states that the woman accepted being in touch with Chandler. However, the NBA has only focused on punishing House. So you mean to tell me that Daniel House, okay, was the only one in this situation that got punished? Why didn't you punish Tyson Chandler? Is it because he's cool with the front office? Here you have a guy who's 28. He's basically making the minimum as of me looking him up. He's not a big name player. Like, this could have sabotaged his career. This guy is a hard worker. I'm not saying he's perfect, but you have a guy who was older and who was a veteran who should have, went out of his way to make sure that his teammate was good, but he didn't do that. Now you're going to say, why does this matter? It does matter, because this could show you that there are problems in his marriage that are going on that we may not know. And this could have been a catalyst, because his name was put out there. And I'm pretty sure his wife saw that. And this was just last year. That's why I say the wife may have been planning to leave for quite some time. Things certainly seem very fishy at the moment, and the NBA will need to sort it out quickly, as the Rockets are losing out on their key rotation players. If the investigation isn't able to hold House guilty, the Rockets could sue the NBA for tinkering with their playoff series versus the Lakers, because the NBA listen, I'm not going to be conspiracy theorist here, but I think that the NBA wanted the Lakers to win. I think they wanted them to win, man. I think they want them to win. But back to Tyson Chandler's wife. I want to say this though. These relationships, these marriages disintegrate. And I just said this recently. Once these guys retire, because the wives are not used to them being home every day. You see, the wives are able to go and do what they want to do. The wives are able to live single while being married. They're able to spend money. They're able to spend time with their girlfriends. They're able to just do whatever while he's gone. They can rely on him being gone 6-7 months out the year, and not including the time where he's off training, because a lot of these guys go out of town to train. And these women are okay with this. You know why? Because a lot of times, I'm not saying that's the case with Tyson Chandler and his wife, because they've been together for a long time. So, but in other cases, those women didn't want to be with those guys anyway. So the more that the less they're around these guys, the better. Why do you think you see these guys get jobs at ESPN or get jobs at Fox doing TV, or doing NBA coverage maybe on a TNT? Why do you think they do that? It's because they know they're married to a woman that's not used to them being at home. They're not used to being at home like that. And they know it's going to cause friction because she's not used to that. These guys marry women that they know are not that strongly attracted to them. They're attracted to their money. They're attracted to the lifestyle, but not them. And once they're a civilian and they're no longer an athlete, a professional athlete, then those women want out. That could be the case here. Maybe they have been together for a long time, but it came to a point to where she just wasn't used to him being home all the time. She was used to having her time where it was just her and the kids. And a lot of women get used to that. They get, he is home, I would say, for maybe home games, off season, right? Holidays, whatnot. But for the most part, these guys are gone and they're at home and they're pretty much them and the kids, and they're used to that. They have their own routines. And once these guys are no longer, professional athletes, these women are ready to go. They put up with all the cheating. They put up with all the whatever, but they're ready to go once that guy's fully, a civilian. He's not getting a TV gig. He's basically just enjoying retirement, but that's going to be a retirement enjoyed once they are gone. That's why I tell these guys, you should never marry while you're playing. You need to marry after you're playing, because then you're going to see if that woman really wants to be with you. So let me stay in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.